Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Hello, how are you? Hope you're all okay. Welcome back to Joe.
Thank you.
On this wonderful Friday morning. You are joining us live on Hobby Base UK's Facebook page for our weekly dose of Facebook Lives. For our craft along this week, Joe has made an amazing festive card. So we're going to show you that in a minute. I'm just going to check and make sure we're all okay. Looking over here, yes, we are all fine. Hello to everybody who's watching so far. Got 4 people watching. Thank you so much, guys. Tell us where you're watching from. Pop a little comment in the box below. Tell us where you are, who you are. Morning, Sophie. Sophie's watching.
Hi, Soph.
Hey. And ask questions as we go along, because Joe is more than happy to answer any questions and give you any advice. There's going to be loads of tips as we go through today's video, because we've been running through it already, and I'm really excited by this project. Really excited. So the idea for anybody who's going to be new to watching these craft alongs is that we get one of our lovely design team members in each Friday, and we make a project from start to finish for you, and you guys can join in from home with us so that you can see how easy it is to make wonderful projects each week. We share a link in advance, so Joe and Soph and the girls tell me what you guys are going to need. We put all that up on the website so you guys can buy the products before to join in with us live. But if you do want to catch it on the replay, then that's absolutely fine. We monitor the Facebook page for comments and questions afterwards as well. So yeah, that's how it runs. And yeah, if you know anybody who's into crafting, do share this video with them, tag them in the comments below, share this video out onto your page. Let's get more people crafting along live with us. But Joe, are you going to tell us what we're doing?
I am. We're gonna another festive make for children this time.
Cool.
It's basically just we're going to use I forgot what it's called now. Anyway,
Right,
some
yeah.
string sort of thing to create this sort of twirly card.
Twine.
That's
There
the one.
we
Baker's
go.
twine. That's the one.
So yeah, we'll hold that up just to the front of the top camera. This is the lush make that Joe has made for us today. Look how great that is. Merry Christmas at the top there. And then if you open it up with your sentiment, and you can see there that it's got this little
Swingy bit.
So that's wicked. What products are we using for that today?
Okay, what we're going to be using the Creative Expressions dies, a festive collection, Star Wreath by Sue Wilson.
Lovely.
And we're going to be using the Christmas Village 12 by 12 paper pack by Helps Couple Ditch.
These are all new in to Hobby Base.
Yes.
So these are wicked.
And
really like
I will tell you why we need the 12 by 12 in a moment.
Okay.
Because they do different sizes.
Cool.
And we're also going to be using some, well, I've used Miri card, but for today I'm just going to be using this colour. I've used red here. But yes, you're going to need some Miri card.
Cool.
So whatever colour you like, really.
Awesome.
Okay, and we're going to also need just some nesting dies. Yeah, and
Cool.
I'll explain that.
So, and there's a few more other bits and pieces and products and stuff that Joe will use as we make the cards, so we'll pop those up and show you as we go along. Again, if you've got any questions, then do pop them in the comments as we go. I'll also share a link to the products afterwards or during the live if I get a chance. I'll be keeping an eye out on our comments, and I'm going to hand over now to the wonderful Joe to get us going.
Okay.
So it's over to you.
Right, so I've made a 6x6 card today. If you could just wait one moment, that's one thing I didn't get out of my box.
Yes.
So bear with me one sec. That. Okay, so I'm just using a ready-made 6x6 card blank. The first thing we need to do is to cut out the centre part to create the gap.
Lovely.
Okay, so I'm just going to use a nesting die. This one here, just measure that up. Okay, so it depends on the size of the card as to what size die.
Yeah.
And then I'm just literally going to pop this on. Again, you can measure if you want to.
Some people like to do it by eye though, don't
They
they?
do. I do.
Yeah, I know Sophie
I
does a lot by eye.
do. Yeah. Try and stick that down, and then yes, just sort of try and stick it down. So with a bit of masking tape.
Lovely.
There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to get my trusty grand caliber.
So this is a new die cutting machine.
Yeah, I've had this one for years. Again, it's a manual.
Everybody has their own faves, and I love it because each of our design team member has come on when they do our pre-records or our lives, and they've all got their own trusty, loved die cutting machines. So this is a grand caliber by Spellbinders. Yeah, that's another one. If you guys, I'd always love to hear what die cutting machines you all use. So do let us know in the comments. And you've got lots of cable on this, so don't worry about.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, you're fine. You've got lots of space.
Wonderful.
So it's been a few weeks since Joe was on live with us. So and we kind of like whipped in through our ear.
Yes.
So it's just getting used to all of that again.
It is. It is indeed. There we are.
Cool.
Okay. There we are. Okay. Then what we need to do is to put on our front piece of card. For this one, I've actually already got it out here. I am using the snowflake, which is really pretty, and I don't know if you can see, but it's actually quite glittery.
Oh yeah, it's
so
lovely.
I absolutely love that.
And is this from the?
This is from the Christmas Village paper pack,
Lovely.
the 12 by 12.
Nice.
So what I'm going to do, again by eye, I like leaving a little border around my cards, and then I have a tendency to just fold.
Okay.
And then fold.
Lovely.
Just to leave a little border.
Hello Mary. Mary Millington's
There we are.
watching.
Hello Mary.
Thank you for joining us.
And then I'm just going to use my knife and cut that out. You can use another nesting die, but I find that sometimes the gap is just too big really.
And Jackie is also watching. Good
Hi
morning.
Jackie. There we are.
So for everybody who's just joining us, we are making a lovely festive card this morning with Joe. This is using the 12 by 12 Christmas Village paper pack by, and I can never say it right. Who's it by?
Helps Coupled It.
Thank you. So we're using those, and we're also using a Creative Expressions die as well.
Yes, there's the pack.
Thank you very much.
There we are.
Lovely, the star wreath, and that's this one.
Right.
The papers.
I'm
That's
just
the wreath.
going to cut out using the same nesting die.
Okay, so pop that nesting die back in through the
You
machine.
could add the paper first and then do the cutting. It's entirely up to you. I suppose that would save a little bit of time.
Yep. And the little crunchy noise that you have on the when you put
On the
it on-
plates.
Yeah.
That's perfectly normal.
Okay, good.
Your plates will end up looking like this.
Okay. But that's fine.
Okay, but that's normal. Yeah, that's absolutely normal. Don't panic.
Cool.
Okay, and then we just need to stick that on. Now I'm using a glue runner because I like to use these.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, they come in all different shapes, sizes, makes.
And just whilst Joe puts the glue down on that, we're going to do a comparison video for our YouTube channel later today, all about adhesives.
Yep,
that right?
indeed, yeah. Sort of mainly the dry ones that I've got with me. Obviously, you know, most people are aware of PVA glue, etc., etc.
For all the different types of like tapes and stuff. 'Cause
Yes.
we have a really cool starter kit, I guess, here at Hobby Base, where you can get lots of different types of tapes. for one for all your crafting needs. And we were having a great chat a couple of weeks ago saying not everybody knows what tape might be good for what, you know, and what project.
Absolutely.
So we do a handy comparison video.
Right, I have not done this particularly well. You can take more time on it.
That's all right, we've got all the time in the world. This morning, got lots of people watching.
Oh, hello everybody.
Mary loves die cutting. Good.
Yeah, I do too.
Yes.
Die cutting and yeah, it's one of my favourites.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And Mary's saying it's very versatile.
Yes, so we're going to do the same on the inside.
So now we're just making a backing, yeah?
Yes, we are. Yeah, we are.
Lovely.
And I'll show you why in a moment. Why we actually don't normally do this on the inside of a card, but for this swing card you'll see why.
Cool.
I'm all fingers and thumbs today.
It's all right. We've got Sophie actually last week when Sophie did her young boy card, I guess, if you like. We did some backing on here because
that's right.
she used the die to cut through some like shapes and then put the back.
So you get the colour to come through. Yeah.
That was quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, die cutting and embossing I absolutely love, I have to say.
Good.
Okay. So same again.
Sophie's saying, I love Helt's Couple Ditch. I use decoupage pads featuring her designs a lot. So many of my cards have illustrations on them, and yes, you will be using the Christmas Village decoupage pad. So we're using the papers today, but Sophie's actually going to use the decoupage pad of the same range for her live tutorial next week.
They just complement each other, obviously, so well, and they're so sweet.
I love how the ranges come together.
Yes.
You know, how they have the papers, decoupage sets, and I'm just going to quickly show this one because when it comes to putting in the sentiments, they've actually got a really cool range of sentiment toppers too. Yeah, I like those.
Okay, there we are. Right, the next thing we're going to do, if I can show you the card, is we're going to die cut the Christmas wreaths. Now we'll need 2 of each, one for the outside and one for the inside. And what I like about it is it also just sort of tidies up any mistakes you might make with the paper. So hides all sorts of sins.
Lovely.
Now I haven't actually put on this bit yet.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to save that.
So pop that one to the side.
So we'll pop that to the side.
Cool.
The good thing about the Grand Caliber and some of the larger die cutting machines is, you know, you can use the A4 paper straight away. With some of the smaller ones like the Big Shot, you kind of have to cut the card down.
Ah, okay.
So.
Good tip there, good tip.
There we are. So we'll need 2 of these. You need muscles for this one.
Don't they usually have a little thing that sticks it down?
It does, I know, it does, but it doesn't seem to like sticking to my mat,
no, and they
unfortunately.
Little one doesn't either.
Okay, so, and you can keep the inside part because I think that would actually make quite a nice little extra on a card.
Yeah,
so
nice.
Don't throw that away.
Recurring theme: never throw.
Don't throw anything away. And on this one, I'm actually going to be using the little cutout stars.
Cool. Oh right.
Don't know if you can see.
Yeah. So if once that's come out of the machine, you can see that there's the little elements can be popped out. And once you've done that, very fiddly.
It's incredibly fiddly.
You get lots of little stars. So you're going to keep those.
We're going to keep those and use those.
Okay.
The second piece I'm going to cut out, I'm actually turned the paper over.
Okay.
Okay. And again, I'll show you because we need a mirror image.
Cool.
Okay, because this is going on the inside. I suppose this is where an electronic machine will be a bit quicker.
Yeah, Sophie used the Gemini last week, the electronic one for the first time.
But this is good for building up your muscles.
Yeah, bit of exercise as well.
Bit of exercise. Whoops. Oh, that one hasn't cut particularly well. Right. I will use this one. This one hasn't cut particularly well.
So what would you say when that happens?
When this happens, don't panic.
Yeah.
If you're not sure if it's cut, run it through twice. But you can also use a piece of card as what we call a shim.
Okay.
On top of your plates,
Right.
just to increase the pressure slightly.
Cool.
Okay, so don't worry if this happens. But yes, again,
so today I'll keep that one. But if
today,
that does happen to
if
you,
it does happen, you know, run it through a couple of times before
Yeah.
you take it out, or use a shim because sometimes the plates
give
get
it
a
some
little
more
bit
pressure.
worn. Yeah.
Cool.
So apologies, we will use this one, but it's not perfect.
It's fine.
But we do have our stars.
We
That's
do.
the main thing.
We do indeed.
So I'm just going to
I
put
like
those
this
out
set
now.
because it comes with two dies in it, doesn't it?
Yes,
So
indeed.
yeah, you could use one on its own or both together, which you're doing today.
Absolutely. So I'm going to cut this one. There we go.
Shim over here, actually.
Oh, just making that fit in the centre, so it should cut better. There we go. Ooh.
So again, this is the die I just popped on screen that Joe is using. This is the Star Reef. This is the Star Reef die set from the Festive Collection of Creative Expressions.
And we're just going to pop this one out. It's gone a bit, doesn't want to come out.
Oh, it's very stuck down. That's what you get when we use new
New dies.
new bits, dies, and new card.
Absolutely. There we are.
Nice, that's pretty. That's really
It
pretty.
is very pretty, isn't
Yeah.
it? So
And that looks so lovely on that card too.
yes, it gives a really good effect. Really good effect.
So shimmery. So guys, if you've started making any festive projects already, we'd really love to know what you're making. If you're there, if you've done it all, if you've still got lots to do tell us. If you've got any questions, then again, ask away. And if you've bought anything from Hobby Base recently, any of the new festive stuff that we're stocking, then let us know what you think. We're always interested to see what's most popular this time of year.
Yeah, for most crafters, Christmas starts in July,
Yeah.
which is a bit worrying for other people.
other
They don't
people,
understand,
Yeah,
but
I know.
it's a lot to get done.
It is.
Okay, there we are. So, what we're going to do now, oops.
That's alright, I'll go on like that.
So these bits here, this will be the edging, and these will go around the picture. Now,
Lovely.
I don't know if you can see, I've chosen the same picture for each side.
Cool.
Okay, and what I like about this is one of the pieces of paper has lovely pictures, which again I've got glitter on. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, they're so cute.
So pretty.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is choose one that fits
Our shape.
our shape. So I'm going today to use
That's
snowman.
really sweet.
Great.
So is it double? No.
No,
so
it's
the two
not.
of them,
But
yeah.
you do get, you don't have to use the same.
okay.
You can use sort of like, I might today for a change use two different shapes. So,
Nice.
you know, entirely up to you.
That's good.
And what the other good thing is, if you have got nesting dies, they fit really well.
Oh yeah.
So there we are. Okay, so now we're just going to cut those out. It is a bit of a fiddly card compared to what I normally do, but I do think the end result is worth it, and I think children will absolutely love
Yeah.
the result.
Absolutely. And fiddly, but
Fiddly but fun.
fiddly but fun. Exactly. As I say, fiddly but fun, and not time consuming.
Not really.
You know,
it's just once all the die cutting's done.
Exactly. I think once you've got all those pieces out of the way and done, then it's the assembly bit, and the
Yes.
effect at the end is
Yes.
totally worth it. So, Alison, thank you for your comment. Alan says the sound quality isn't very good. I can hardly hear what the blonde lady is saying.
Oh, the blonde lady.
Me.
Oh, yeah.
That's me, Alison. I'm Natalie. I will speak up louder for you. But hopefully you can hear mostly what Joe is saying, so that's good.
I say just pick whichever picture takes your fancy. There's so many. And that's great, because if you do want to make several of these cards, then you've got lots of pictures on one sheet, so it's not very wasteful. So I don't tend to like waste.
Yeah, good tip there.
And you'll have to forgive me, I am quite a messy crafter. So you can probably see all my bits and bobs over here. Let's just move some of those out of the way. There we are.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Alison. I'm happy to... I do have a very loud voice, so I'm happy to speak up. And sometimes, because we get so comfortable, I feel like we're just having a chat.
Yes.
So I forget to project the voice, but I will definitely keep doing that for you.
Okay. Now, depending on how much it takes to poke all these pieces out, obviously we know that this is fiddly and time consuming. So I may not poke them all out. How are we doing? Are we okay for time?
Yeah, fine.
So there's nothing more boring than watching somebody poke bits out of the card.
But you know, if anyone's doing this at home,
true.
You'd be doing
absolutely.
the same
You'd be
thing,
doing the same thing.
and poking the bits out has to happen
at the same time. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's right.
If anyone is crafting along, whether it's live or afterwards, again, let us know.
Yeah, that would be good.
We'd love
It'd be
to
nice
hear.
to know.
Yeah, nice to know. And I was saying to Sophie that maybe I'll start crafting along.
That would be great. That would be really good. Yes, I think you should get stuck into.
And I was doing it for a while when we used to go live with the lovely Sam Clayton of Mixed Up Craft. And I think everyone liked that. So if everybody wants to see me crafting along as well,
say yes. Say yes.
Then I can. Although if we were doing this today, I think we'd be like a bomb's hit it.
It would,
I'd be
yes.
like, give me this.
It would, yes. It's a very messy card today.
Well, I just think there's lots to it, isn't there? There's
there
so
are.
much to it.
There are.
But yes, I'm happy to give it a go.
But it's such fun. And I think, any recipient will love it. I think they'll be really, because it's just something different with the swing card.
And they're handmade with love.
Absolutely.
And they look so professional as well.
So I think that's pretty much it for that one. So
if anybody's just tuning in, again, these are the products that we're using today. So we've got the Christmas Village paper pack and this lovely star wreath die set as well from Creative Expressions to make a wonderful Christmassy card. I'll put that on the top here again for you. Sorry, Joe. That's okay. This sort of making this little swing card. So when you open it up, you get this little element inside that swings. It's really cute. I quite like making cards sort of multi-dimensional. Yeah. But again, it's flat, doesn't cost much to post. Yeah, absolutely. And so it looks. And for a special, again, someone like my grandson, I'd probably be doing this for him. So. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, just once you've finished poking out all the pieces. I'll grab a pokey tool too. Oh, please do. Please do. Find my pokey tool. Otherwise, you'll be all falling asleep by the time I've finished. No, you won't. It's early in the morning. There we are. So Mary is saying she's a messy crafter too. Oh, good. Thank you, Mary. And she's also saying that she has to tidy up after every card before she makes another. I do. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think the idea of a craft along with you would be fantastic.
Yeah. We'd have to keep it really simple though.
Yes, that's fine.
Because otherwise I might not do it. Or I might, you know, create more problems.
Right. As I say, I am using this one. It hasn't cut out properly, but for today's purpose, you can see what the actual card's going to look like,
Yeah,
which I think is the main purpose.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
No, I was going to say, some of these bits, like I'm poking now, are a little bit stubborn.
Yes.
Now, should I continue to try to press, or is that maybe where it's not?
No. If you, it's quite thick card, so it's so if you actually sort of pull it gently, it will pull a little bit of the back of the card off, but that's okay.
Okay.
Because that's not going to be shown, so
Okay,
it's not a
cool.
problem. And obviously, you know, whichever die cut you have, you stick down, so the back of it isn't going to be shown. So that's absolutely fine. Some bits can be a little bit stubborn. It depends on the thickness of the card that you're using.
Okay, cool.
The red card I used before actually was quite thin, so it was fine.
Yeah.
Okay, there we are.
So some of them come out a dream.
Absolutely, yeah, they do. Yeah, pick of the draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you waiting for my piece?
That's fine, no problem.
So
Whilst I'm waiting, what I'll do is I'll cut my baker's twine. I'm just using sort of white with a bit of silver running through. I don't know if you can see. So what we need to do is have the piece long enough. We don't want it to go right to the top or bottom, but we do want it to be quite, stretch it out slightly. We don't want it to be too loose,
Okay.
otherwise it won't work. So you will need to keep it taut. There we are. There we are, and you just need a little bit like this. Okay.
No, some of these are not coming out, so I will leave them.
Right, okay.
I've poked.
Maybe time for some new plates for me, I think.
But I've got quite a few of them.
Wonderful. As again, you can see, we're showing you how to make it, but you can see
Absolutely.
what the finished result is and take more time, so that's no
Yeah.
problem. Right, so what we need to do now is construct the card. So we've got our two pictures
Oh.
there,
There we go.
and what we're going to do with our glue runner is attach roughly in the centre our piece of twine, and then what we're going to do is just stick
Ah, cool. Okay.
the other one back to back, and this is how you kind of hide the twine.
Got you.
Okay, there we are. So there's your bit of your swing card.
Amazing.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to attach this to the card. Don't know if you can see that way. So more or less in the centre, and I'm just going to run over it with my glue runner just to.
Ah, okay. So you've gone straight over the top there.
Yes.
I thought you were going to put it onto the card and stick it down. That's a cool tip.
There we are. It's just a way of keeping it in place.
Like that. A lot.
Okay.
Sophie's saying she doesn't think it's possible to craft in a tidy manner, no matter how hard you try.
Thank you, thank you. I feel better now.
There we go.
And then we're going to stick the piece of coloured card over the top, and this again hides the twine.
Cool.
Okay.
Lovely. Oh, it's
So
looking
can you
great.
see?
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Okay.
That's really
Now we
sexy.
can add the borders. So all I do with this, you can use a glue pen or whatever, because we don't need to, we only need to stick the very outside. Okay, so if you glue the whole thing, this is going to be very sticky.
Ah, of course.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Okay. So just, there we are. Okay. So this then just covers where you've cut the card. Okay, can you see? And then we're going to do the same on this piece. Now, the reason we cut it one side on the actual coloured piece of the card and one card on the white is so that when you mirror them, they actually stick the same way. So you've actually got the stars, I don't know if you can see, marrying up. Okay, so it actually is the same inside and out. I mean, you can use a glue pen, whatever you have to hand. I'm just using this glue runner. There we are. So then you can marry up the stars.
Lovely.
So that it looks the same on both sides. Okay. There we are. Okay. And then, so you can see there, you've got your one frame.
Nice.
And then we're going to do the same for the picture.
Cool. So that's using the second die inside that
Yes,
set.
the little circular one.
Nice.
So these are going to attach to each other, so it doesn't matter. You know, glue the whole thing, that's fine. It's just going to stick to each other.
Cool.
So I'm just going to pop some glue on here. As I say, once everything's cut out, it's quite quick to...
Yeah, it's just the assembly bit then,
It
isn't
is,
it?
yeah.
Absolutely. Now, I'm glad we've got a consensus so far online that crafting
Is messy. I feel a lot better.
Good. Which, you know, this is just a craft room. This is what it's like. We can't do everything. I mean, it's not even that messy. And I guess this is why people have craft rooms.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Because you know, if you're having to make it on the dining room table and pack it away every 5 minutes,
Yeah, it's
not
yeah,
easy.
definitely.
Trying to marry this up right now. There we are. Haven't done a very good job on this one, have I?
The marrying up.
The marrying up. Right, well, anyway, I'm just going to stick that on. And it sticks together. Okay?
Lovely.
And there you have
The little,
your swingy piece.
I like it.
Little swingy card.
That's nice.
Okay. The next thing we're going to do, there we are, is we're just going to stamp our sentiment. And you remember the stars that we kept over from
Yeah.
the die cuts? Just pop them round so that you can just see them. And I added a bit of interest
That's really
through the front of the
nice.
card. And I just think it was quite sweet.
Yeah, that does.
Okay.
Definitely.
So I've chosen to go with an ink that matches the paper.
Cool. What ink is this?
This is Ranger archival ink,
Cool.
and it's Viridian.
Right.
Now then, just realised I haven't bought my stamp.
Oh no.
Oh, I might have done. Bear with me. I'm so sorry. 1 second. I thought I was organised today.
We do have you doing a lot today. So if anybody doesn't yet subscribe to our YouTube channel, it's hobbybase.tv, and we do lots of tutorials over there as well, not just on the live. We've got lots of pre-record, how-to tutorials, comparison videos. So Joe, after this live, we're going to do lots of some pre-record stuff too. So you might be interested to head on over there this week, subscribe, and get lots of other tutorials, which is why we've got so much stuff in here.
Yes, sorry.
That's okay.
I forgot to bring the stamp.
Oh, we've got loads of stamps. Let me go
So we
find
just
some.
need a festive stamp. But whilst Natalie's gone to look for that, we can actually just add the stars. as these have to go on anyway. And what I like about it is that there are different size stars in all of this. So you can put as many or as few as you like. There we are. Let's find some little diddy ones, tiny little ones, look. There we go. Thank you very much.
Got some lovely little ones here.
Oh, wonderful.
Just for you.
So let's just do the with love, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Great.
Oh. There we are.
They're obviously, oh, they are new, aren't they? Not been
They are. I really did not want to come
pull
off.
those ones off.
Right, so I'm going to use my stamping platform because it's absolutely revolutionised stamping for me.
What did you love about it?
Less mistakes,
Yeah.
less wastage of paper.
Yeah.
You know, you name it really.
Less smudging.
Oh, a lot less smudging, definitely. So I'm just going to now pop that on in the middle.
Cool. So line it all up.
Line it all up where
nicely.
you want it, and then.
And that's the great thing about the stamping platforms,
Yes.
rather than a stamping block where you have to kind of position it and get it right.
Yes.
Using
This-
the platform,
This stays
it's
in
already
place.
lined up, and so
Yeah.
if you need to reset it, re-ink it.
Re-ink it, yeah, absolutely. I tend to need to re-ink. Oh, that's come out all right, actually.
Beautiful.
So there we are.
Lovely, lovely.
Okay. And now we just stick on some stars.
Perfect. And so you're doing this as well from the front.
From the
looking
front,
in,
so that
rather
you
than
can,
open.
yes, yeah, because
Nice
then
idea.
you can see where they're going. So you can see them when the card is shut. There we go.
Yeah, that
Got a
that's
little
good
tiny
idea.
one here.
Because I would have automatically have thought that you would have put it from the inside.
Right, I'm with you.
But
But
yeah,
this
that's a
just
good
this
idea.
just shows you kind of where to put them so that they show
Yeah,
when the
nice.
card is closed.
Nice, nice, nice.
Once you've kind of got the rough outline of where they're to go, then you can open the card and add more. There we are. And you can add as many as you like, really.
Great idea.
Oops.
Oh, great tip there for using all the little pieces that we popped out. Like it.
Yeah, quite often with dies you'll find that you can use sort of all the little bits, the offcuts for one thing or another, and sometimes you kind of like, until you cut out the shape, you'll see an offcut and you think that looks like
That could be for something.
that could be for something. One of the dies I used, one of the offcuts looked like a shoe.
Oh wow.
So then I saved the shoes, and I'm going to make like a girly card
Oh,
with
that's
these
really
little
nice.
offcuts. But it was just literally an offcut that looked like a shoe.
Like it. Really like that.
Okay.
And Sophie is saying that the stamping platform is an essential for stamping, so it makes life
Yes.
so much easier.
And if you're a beginner for stamping, I would suggest the stamping platform is far better.
Yeah, because we
far
had somebody
better.
message us on a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? And they
We
were saying
did.
they're just getting into it. Do we use a stamping block or a stamping platform? And actually, he gave some really good advice to say.
Yes, a stamping platform, especially for beginners. Otherwise, I found that I was getting a bit disillusioned with how they were coming out.
Yeah.
So
And,
now I love stamping.
yeah, stamping all the time.
So
Move this into the centre a little bit.
right, sorry, there
There
we go.
you go.
And then what we're going to do is just add. I'm all fingers and thumbs today. We're just going to add a sentiment. Now I've got these already open, but at Hobby Base they've got these lovely sentiments that match the paper. So I might be buying some of those. And then we just add our Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas. And that's basically the card
Beautiful.
made.
That's so lush. Let me lift this one up. We can show everybody here.
Apologies for the die cutting, but
No,
you get
not
the
at all.
idea.
No, I think that works really lovely with the gold.
Yes, I
on
like that
this.
colour.
And
That's
then the
it,
red
yeah.
at the top. So really lovely. Open it up. Got your sentiment. Some pretty embellishments there with stars. And our little spinner. Lush. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Amazing. Thank you so much, Jo.
Thank you for bearing with me.
That's all right. That's what happens when you're live. It's fine. Everybody, what did you think of that card? give us a thumbs up, give us a reaction, show us some love, let us know what you think. We're always interested to hear what you guys think of these lives. And if you have any requests, type of card, techniques that you want us to show you, we are more than happy to do that. As I said, we've got lots more going on over on our YouTube channel, but we're more than happy to bring some of that stuff into our Friday lives on Facebook. So if you want us to show you a certain technique, more than happy to do that. Just drop us a line, drop us a comment and tell us what you'd like to see. But thank you so much to everybody who has watched, and thank you for all the comments we can see. Sophie's saying that was a gorgeous card. Just going to give that a go.
Thank you.
Let us know how you do get on with that. I'm going to pop the product links into the comments if anyone does want to buy either the paper pack or the die set. And we will be back here next Friday with Sophie, who's going to be using the Christmas Village set or collection, and she's going to be using the decoupage pads, so out of this set here. So we're really excited by that. Hope you can join us again 10 a.m. and head over to YouTube, like we said, and subscribe and get some more top tips and tutorials, and we hope to see you very, very soon. Take care.
Bye.